So we just had a little bit of a video snafu, and we may have lost the video file, and I think we lost our elution video, so we're going to do a fake run-through. So we're going to pretend that we've just washed these with our wash buffer, and we're going to just elute this sample right here. So in order to elute a sample, I just put it into a 24-well block, like so, and then I do a 4x1 elution. That means I'm going to put 1 mil of our elution buffer into here 4 times separately. Now our elution buffer is basically the same thing as a wash buffer. It's just PBS, except that it has 300 millimolar of imidazole. And in order to make that, I just made some. Where did it go? All we're going to do is take our 1 molar stock of imidazole, and so this is a 50 mil conical. So how I think about it is I take some of this and I think, well, how much would I need in order to put it into a 100 mil thing? And I think, okay, well, 30. So since we're working with a 50 mil, we're going to only put half as much, so 15. So I poured 15 mils of our imidazole up into here, and then we want the rest of it to just be 1x PBS. So if we just pour it in PBS, this would become less than 1x PBS. So in order to do that, I take 5 mils of our 10x PBS, because that will, and we add it to here, and then when we add our water in, that will bring it up to 50, and we'll have a 1x PBS with 300 millimolar imidazole. So this is our elution buffer. And we just are going to add a little bit of it into there, and it will come out. Now I'm actually going to just use PBS. I don't want to waste our elution buffer. So this is wash buffer, but you should be using elution buffer. I'm just trying to save a little bit of that for later. So I'm just going to add, I'm going to go through this a little bit more quickly. So 1, so this is a 4x1, so that's 1 out of 4. Going to wait for a little bit. It's going a little bit slow. We're going to pretend that it's going faster. We're going to pretend that it would have gone down all the way. So that's 3. That's 4. And in reality, you'd be going a little bit slower. And this would be dripping out the bottom, which it is. And after it finishes dripping out the bottom, you're going to be left with a volume that does not want to come out. So I like to get all of that volume, so this is going to be a little bit tricky how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to try to block it with my hand here and show you what I do. So this is still flowing, but you can see that there's liquid. Now there's bubbles in here because I've already kind of gotten the excess stuff out. But what you do is you take your P200 set to the max volume, stick it in there, and then suck out all that extra volume. And that gives you extra protein sample. Just do that a few times after this thing has already flowed through, and then you're good to go. So that is a process that we did in order to get to our protein liquid, which you can see right here. Here's our samples. We have our Cree, our 2 alpha bodies, and our co-purification. And at this point, we want to do a little bit of QC in them. So we're going to do a dot plot. So let's pause the video, and then we'll be back in a second.